Hello everyone. So in today's video we are going to do some more prep for some of my Christmas boxes. We're going to do something fun today. We're going to make homemade aloe vera salve for your skin, and we're going to make some homemade lip gloss, and these are going to be going in my Christmas boxes this year. Okay, so to start I'm going to put a pot of water on to boil so we can use it as a double boiler. So let me start by doing that. Okay, and then I have this container here that I used to use for candle making. So we're going to use this. So I think we're going to start with the salve recipe. Yeah, let's start with the salve. Let me go get my aloe vera plant. This is my aloe vera plant. Looks a bit like a sea monster. But he has a bunch of new growth here coming. Some here. This one I'm going to cut off. But I think he's getting really heavy on the one side. So we're going to use some of this in our salve and our lip gloss today. Okay, so let's start with putting the ingredients into my little melting pot here. Move my sea monster over here. Okay, so I already printed out the recipe here, and I 3 times or 10 times everything because I'm going to make 10 times this recipe. I might have to cut it in half just because my little pot here isn't very big. Actually, no. How about we do it into a bowl instead of my little melting pot here, and I can just clean out the bowl after. Because that's not really big enough, and I kind of want to do it all in one batch. So let's use one of these bowls so it's a little easier. Then I can do 10 times right off the bat. Okay, so to start, we need some olive oil. So 10 times the recipe is about 1 3/4 cups. So we're just putting it right into the bowl. All of this is just going to melt together. Okay, and coconut oil. We need about 3/4 cup. Let me get a spoon here. So I bought some organic coconut oil. Okay, let me measure out 3/4 cup here. Mine's a little bit melted. It's been really hot the last few days here. Right about there. So we're just going to pour that right into the bowl with the olive oil. Make sure I get it all out here. Okay, so now we need about 3/4 cup of cocoa butter. I ordered this on Amazon. All of this I ordered on Amazon except for the essential oil and the lip gloss base. Okay. We need about 3/4 cup, so I'm going to have to eyeball this since it's hard. I'll do it kind of like I usually do butter. Actually, maybe I'll just roughly put it in there and see how much it is. Add a little bit extra for the gaps in the container there. I'm just going to pour that right in. Okay. So that's the cocoa butter. And we need about a quarter of a cup of shea butter. Actually wasn't that expensive. Cheaper than I had expected. I put my apron on. It's quite oily, so I didn't want to get it on my clothes. This is a lot bigger than I was expecting. I thought this was going to be like a little brick like this. And so when it arrived this big, I was like, oh wow, okay. I have extra to make more one day. So that's cool. So I'm just going to cut a quarter of a cup. That looks more like half, so let's do a quarter of that. Put that little piece in there. It's not exactly easy to measure this stuff. Okay, and half to 3/4 of a cup of beeswax. So I bought some white beeswax pellets. Actually, I'm going to use these ones. These ones are organic Canadian beeswax. They're in 1 ounce blocks, and I already worked it out. And oh, okay, I didn't work it out. Just one sec. Okay, we'll use the other ones because I didn't work out how many ounces this was. I thought I did, but I didn't. So we'll use the pellets. I bought both just in case I needed one or the other. So we'll use the pellets. And we need about 3/4 of a cup. It's easier to measure this one too. Okay, 3/4. Dump it right in. Okay, and we're going to start melting this down, and while we're melting this down, then we'll cut some aloe vera to stick in it. So I'm just going to put this right over top of the pot here to start melting. So this is an easy way to do double broiling. Put water in the bottom of your pot, put the bowl over top. That's what it looks like right now. We're going to let it melt down. So let's chop up some aloe vera to stick in it. So we need 1 3/4 cups of aloe vera. So, oh, that's really oily. I'm just going to wipe it off here. Okay. Actually, I'm going to wash my knife first. I don't want to affect my plant. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to cut one of these big heavy ones off. There is quite a few on this plant. He's like ready to topple over. And he's got so much new growth coming, so I want to balance him out a little bit. Okay, let's see how much this does. It says I need 1 3/4 cups. I have never taken the gel out of one of these before, so hopefully this goes nice. Oh, very juicy. Aloe vera has so many health benefits for you. That's why I wanted to do this with aloe vera. I think I'm just going to peel it like I would an apple. Like that. This is one of the reasons why I started growing an aloe vera plant, was to be able to use it for medicinal purposes. So I just want to chop this up. It's a very jelly texture. Okay, let's put it right in here. Oof, slimy. This will help greatly with sunburns in the summertime, cuts, anything like moisturizing that you want to use it for. This can be used for so many things. It's actually quite easy to get the skin off. It's not giving me any trouble whatsoever. For this one, I had debated between lemon essential oil and lavender. Lavender is very calming, but it can also be very healing. Lemon is really good for pain, lemon oil. So I think I'm going to do it with lavender, just to give it a little bit of a scent. Not too much though, because you don't want it to be irritating, especially if it's on a burn. I might not use any at all, we'll see. And if I do, it probably won't be a lot, because this one calls for 150 drops, and that's 10 times the recipe. So that seems like a bit much to me. I'll probably use maybe like a quarter of that, if that. Just enough for a tiny fragrance to it. Hopefully this melts nicely into the mixture. I'm going to give you a little closer look what I'm doing here. I need a couple more. A bit of dirt on my knife from cutting it. This piece was a little bit more dried out, so I'm just going to take what's in it. Actually, there's not much in it. Okay, let's get a different piece. Okay. Okay, I'll finish the rest of this off camera so you don't have to watch me do the whole thing. Okay, I just want to give this a stir. So I'm going to pour the aloe vera in. I did as much of it as I could. Hopefully that melts. So I'm going to leave that in there and let it simmer for a little bit. Once this is done melting, we'll add the essential oil and then we'll pour them out. So when I was taking it off the stove, the aloe vera still had quite a bit of chunks, so I'm just blending it up with my immersion here. get all the chunks out. I think that's good. I'm going to rinse this off right away so it doesn't dry onto my immersion blender here. And then we'll put the essential oil in. So I think the texture is really nice now. So I was doing some research and I think I'm going to do lavender for the salve. It's got anti-inflammatory properties in it as well. So I think it'll go well with the aloe. So let's see. Just shake it a little bit here. So we're going to use lavender oil. 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. Just mix it up a bit. I don't want to put too much in. It does say 150 drops, but I think that's a bit potent. So let's put a little bit more in. I would say this portion would be to your preference. It does have a really nice smell now, and I think that's good. Help with some of the healing properties. Okay, so let's bottle this into some packaging now. So these are the containers that I bought for this. I'm just going to put a towel down. I don't want to get it all over everything. Okay, so these are, I think they're 2-ounce containers. I think. I also bought these from the craft store at Michael's. They look like this. Little metal tins with little plastics top on top. So if I measured correctly, it looks like a lot in here though. This should make 10, but I have a feeling it might make more. So we'll see here. Let's take these out. It smells really good. I think it's good. I also bought lip gloss containers for the lip gloss that we're going to make after this. The lip gloss will be far easier than this because I bought a lip gloss base. This is everything for the lip gloss. You just need to melt it and add the essential oil. So much easier. Okay, let's take lids off of these. I wanted to get nice tins for these so they looked nice and they could be stored easily. Okay, so I think I have 12 here, so let's see how many we can fill. So I just got a little scoop. Hopefully this will work great. See how if I can do this without making a mess. Ooh, that's hot. I'm going to fill them probably 90%, 95%. The aloe vera will help with burns, and I think the lavender will help with the anti-inflammatory and give it a little nice scent to it. You can use whatever essential oil you want. These are just what I wanted to use. Like I said, I had debated using lemon oil instead, but I think this was the best option. I'll also show you the end product after they've set. It says it should take 2 to 3 hours for these to set. So I'll come back and show you that once they're set as well. So you can see what they look like and how they solidified and the texture of them. We'll try one. It's got a little pinky tinge on the bottom here. I'm not sure what that is, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the color. Probably just a reaction between some of the ingredients. It's already starting to set a little bit. There we go. That's the perfect amount. Give you a closer up look. Show you. These ones are starting to set already. Okay, so I'm going to clean up a little bit and then we will start on the lip gloss. Okay, so I have some water boiling. I have my container here and I'm going to stick a bunch of this in. I bought 1/2 ounce containers for the lip gloss. So I'm going to guesstimate how much of this we need. I'm just going to pour a bunch in. If I have to make more, I'll make more. I just don't want to make too much. I'm doing this now, many months in advance, because I have some plans coming up here that are going to make preparation a little difficult. I'll let you know what those plans are when the time comes. But for now, I most likely won't have time to do it just before Christmas. So this is why I wanted to do it now. Okay, let's start with that much. It's about that much in there. I'm just going to put it right into the pot and let it melt, and then we'll add the essential oil at the end. Just give you a little update on the melting. It's almost melted. The lip gloss looks like it's melted, so I'm just going to get my oven glove here. It's a little bit hot, the container still. So let's put the essential oil in. So for the lip gloss, I decided to do peppermint. Peppermint also has healing properties, but I mostly did it because it's Christmas. It's going to be Christmas when I'm giving these out. It'll give a nice cooling effect on the lips. I don't want to do too much though. My hands are a little oily from everything. Our salve is starting to set. See how much that smells. Yeah, I think that's good. We don't want to do too much. I can smell it already. Okay. Ooh, that is still hot. It'll cool off in a sec here, where I can pour it. So let's pull out the lip gloss containers that I bought. I bought little cute little ones that screw together. They're about 1/2 ounce. They have 1/2 ounce, 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 5. They have all different sizes on Amazon. So that's where I bought these. Let's try and make as many as we can here. I know my daughter already told me she wanted one, so I only bought 12 of these. So hopefully we made enough mixture. If not, I can make more at a different time. Okay, let's see if this is cool enough to... It is. And I'm just going to fill it 90% just like I did the salve. It's got a very nice peppermint smell. I'll give you a closer look. It smells so good. It smells like Christmas. Peppermint. Let me see if I can pour these right in without dumping it everywhere. If you want to make the lip gloss without the base, you can add all the ingredients separately. it was just very convenient that I found the base, so I decided to just buy the base for it. Oh, that one's a bit on an angle. I made the perfect amount. Oh my gosh. That's a fluke. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more because there's actually a little bit more in here. Try and fill them a little bit more. I know quite a few people that hopefully will enjoy these. Nice homemade gift for Christmas. There we go. Okay, so when these are done cooling, I will come back and I'll show you what they look like and we'll put the lids on, and there you go. I just came to check and they look like they're set fairly decent. Enough to put the lids and stuff on. I poured the extra lip gloss into this one. It's a nice texture. Nice consistency. It's got a really light peppermint smell to it. It's good. It's nice. Okay, so let's put the lids on these so I can package them. I'm really happy with the texture of them. They set really fast. It didn't take 2 or 3 hours. So I'm just going to package each one. I think these would be really nice to add to my Christmas boxes. We will be doing the Christmas boxes together, the baking portion of them. Putting them together, that kind of thing. I like that I made the salve in these bigger containers because then it can be used for, you know, sunburns and burns and cuts and a whole bunch of stuff. When I was younger, my grandmother actually used to put, whenever I would get like a burn or a cut or even a sunburn, she would put pure aloe vera gel on my cuts and my burns. She would take it right off of her plant and smear it on me. So we got 12 lip glosses and 16 of these salve. I like that you can see it through the container. That was my intention. It looks so beautiful. I will actually put a link to the recipe that I used for the salve in my description box for you. There was one ingredient I didn't add, which was calendula. It was olive oil infused with calendula. I couldn't find that, so I left that one out and just used regular olive oil. So keep that in mind when looking at the recipe. And there we go. Finished product. I think I'm going to keep this one for me. I hope you guys enjoyed making salve and homemade lip gloss with me. And it was fun. Nice preparation for my Christmas boxes. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.